You're watching the Adrian Bauer Project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. And so, we're only a few days away from Christmas now, so I thought I'd do my Christmas video. It's going to be the last video for the year. Those of you who are following the car build that I started last week, I've got a white undercoat on it at the minute, so that's just waiting to be painted. But I have been suffering with the flu, and I've got Claire in bed who's really struggling with flu this year. She's had about a week and a half, and it's really knocked her for sick. So I'm having to take care of Claire as well as work and all the other boring gubbins. So it's the next video. That build will be possibly my first video. In fact, it will be my first video in the new year, but it's my Christmas video. And to be quite honest with you, I was a bit stuck for what I could be doing. But before we start, Merry Christmas to everybody. I feel I can say it now. And what is happening to Christmas in the 21st century? Now, before we get into the meat of that little bit there, I've got a theory about Christmas. I think there are 3 stages in your life to Christmas. Stage 1 is when you're a tot little kid, from when you become aware of Santa and everything around the age of 3 years old, up until you're about 14, 15, and you absolutely love Christmas. Christmas is the be-all and end-all of the year. Summer holidays, they go on too long. You wish it could be Christmas every day, just like Roy Wood said in the song. So that's stage 1. Stage 2, that starts from when you're about 16 and you're into that grumpy Kevin stage and the whole world hates you, right up until I'd say about your early to mid 40s, when Christmas, in your opinion, is crap. Now, I know there's going to be people out there saying, well, I don't think it is. This is just a broad general sweep, just a bit of an opinion for my part, tongue in cheek, of course. But from when you're about 16 to your early to mid 40s, Christmas is crap. You hate it, can't be doing with it. Don't even talk to me about Christmas till Boxing Day. Don't want to know about it. Soon it's all over and done with, the better. The kind of people you go up to go, have a nice Christmas. I went through that stage at one time, because, we all go through it at one point. I think the only little side road to that is when you have kids yourself, and that Christmas magic seems to creep back in, but it doesn't last long. It's only up until they're about 6 or 7, and then that's when it starts becoming a chore again. But that's that's stage 2. Then you get to stage 3, which seems to happen in your late 40s, and you carry it on through for the rest of your life, where you love Christmas. And I think that's because you think back to how it used to be when you were a kid, all the great Christmases you can remember back then. That's if you used to have great Christmas back then. I know there's people out there that didn't, so don't jump on the old slaughtering bandwagon and go after me like that. I do realise it's not the same for everybody, but you get to people my age and around that age, and all of a sudden you start loving Christmas again. It's great. Not the same as when you were a kid, but it's different, but it's still great, and you love it. And I think that's for me is what the 3 stages of Christmas are. However, in the 21st century, and I don't think you can even blame COVID for this. Don't know. It was bad before that happened, and it's worse even now. It's like nobody's bothered. Absolutely nobody is bothered. Look at the television stations. This year, their idents are crap. They look like they're advertising programs for a wet Wednesday in April. They are awful. The programming is awful. We've just got the TV guide for the next 2 weeks, Christmas week and the week after. Utter garbage. When you think back to how it used to be in the 70s and the 80s, early 90s even, it used to be great television. You go out and you buy that big 10 box sets of blank videos, and you'd use them all on the long play, and you'd still be going back out to get another couple of videos because you didn't have enough to take what was on telly. You was really, really spoilt for choice. Now you're really, really spoilt for choice what to watch because the rest of it, 99.9%, is utter garbage. And out of that, 0.1%, most of that is repeats that you're going to be sitting and watching. It's like 30, 40 years old, and you realise how much better it was back then. I think we can honestly say we've gone through the golden age of television, because now television is being run by these ultra left-wing, university polluted hooray Henrys who think let's just try and get rid of Christmas altogether. Let's just ban it. It's a symbol of capitalism and they hate it. They all want us to be living in Soviet Russia back in the old days where they were queuing up, 70 people queuing up for 3 loaves of bread. That's what they want us to live in. Oh, they hate, the West as it is, and they want to destroy it from the inside out. And at the minute, they are doing it because people are just sitting back and letting it happen. You are letting it happen. If you're one of these, it's like, oh, it's not as good as it used to be. But what are you doing to try and get it, get your voice out there saying, no, we want Christmas? It's like, at the risk of sounding like Jobsworth, write to your council and complain to them, because this year in Mansfield, we've just had our Christmas lights switched on by a Z-list celebrity that majority of people have never heard of. I think he had a hit with Tinchy Strider or somebody, some garbage rapper. But there was no fireworks and there was no fake snow. Again, it was drizzly, it was cold. You might as well have just watched them on YouTube and go. Utter garbage. And the council like, well, we've got no money, even though they've taken 50% of your wages off you in taxes and rent and taxes and everything. Where's this money going to? That's what I'd like to know. But it's not just at your local council or your local MP that's saying, oh, we're not having Christmas festival this year, we're having a Winterfell because we don't want to upset people who aren't born here and who have only just lived in this country 2 minutes. We can't be upsetting them, can we? Oh no, just ignore the rest of the populace who lived there their whole lives and who are, followed Christmas, they love Christmas. There's even people who live here that aren't Christians that love Christmas, and we just got these left-wing losers just trying to destroy it all. And it's not just them as well. I work in retail. I might have mentioned it before. I work in retail. Now, yes, Christmas does appear on the shelves. It does seem earlier every year, but take it from me, it's not. It's always around, mid to end of September before you see the first Christmas items going up for sale. But, from then on, when you work in retail, it's Christmas, 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 Christmas. Right up until this week. We've not had Christmas yet. Christmas Day is not till next Monday. That's just under a week away. Today's Tuesday. But me and Claire went down Mansfield yesterday. I've been up the street today, and what's happening? The shelves are being cleared. All the Christmas stock is being cleared. It's all going to be stuck on some little aisle somewhere out the way at reduced prices. We've not had Christmas Day yet. What are you doing? I can remember when I was younger and people didn't do the Christmas shopping till, if it wasn't Christmas Eve, it was day before Christmas Eve. Now you go in Christmas Eve into a shop and where's all the Christmassy stuff? Oh, that's gone. That's gone. It's all gone. There's Easter eggs there now, and this is just destroying Christmas. I think working in retail, unless you've got your own store and you do it how the way you want to do it, it does dampen the old Christmas spirits a bit. It does. But, what we need to do now, starting in 2024, is standing up as one and saying, no, you keep off Christmas, leave it alone. We need to be getting back to how it was in the 80s. Councils, it's not a Winterval, it's not some other PC bloody woke to doing rainbow flag waving crapperola. It's a Christmas market. We do Christmas in this country. We are a Christian country, whether you like it or not. We do Christmas, and it seems to be that other religious festivals are getting top billing over Christmas. Now we've got to stand up and say, no, it's time to stop, and it's time that television stations really ought to get back on board with Christmas instead of just lazy programming. Now with TV, there is, the problem there is there's just too many channels. Back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, you'd have 4 channels and that was it. So they had to be on top of the game. They had to do their best programming they could. Now you've got 500 channels and, you don't have to bother at all, really. And that is destroying Christmas. Now, I'd just like to put a play out there. Let's save Christmas. Next year, if your council is saying, oh, we're not having a Christmas festival this year because we ain't got the money, kick off, because Lord Mayor of your town will still be driving around in this posh bloody motor. He'll be getting paid for being sat on his arse and doing nothing, and they'll be paying diversity quotas just for sitting there saying, oh, we haven't hit his quota this year. Get rid of all that crap, and then you can have Christmas again. Instill Christmas into your kids. Let them know it's not crap. It's, I feel like Bill Murray at the end of Scrooge. If you don't want to know what I'm trying to get across, just watch the end of Scrooge. I know it's a bit sickly and sugary, but that's how we've got to get back to it. Yeah, it's all about, Christmas. Let's get Christmas back. That's what I want. My last dying wish is, especially this country, Great Britain, and I think it's happening too in the United States, because this is a lot where I think it's California, where all these woke ideas are coming over, and we're getting all our kids are brainwashed with all this woke crap. We need to get Christmas back. Let's get celebrating it again like we used to. Let's demand our television stations do Christmas shows with Christmas themes in that's not got some woke bloody message. So there we go. I was really struggling for something to talk about on my Christmas video, but there we go. That's how I feel. So it just leaves me to say to everyone out there, if you do Christmas and you celebrate Christmas, is to have a happy Christmas and a brilliant new year. Many thanks to all of my new subscribers. I hope you're all going to have a great festive period and get around that Christmas tree and sing a few carols. It'll make you feel a lot better. So I'll see you in 2024. Many thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to ring the little notification bell.